Alex, you are climbing one of North America's tallest vertical rock faces. Was it one of those things where it sounded like a good idea at the time?
Yes, and now I don't know what I've signed up for.
Oh, my goodness. Let's show us those arms. Come on, because they're going to be straight. Yeah, they're looking good. They're looking good. We'll speak to Alex more later on in the show. She absolutely pushed herself to the limit, but I wonder if today's guest is having second thoughts about this. Look at that. Scaling this rock face, said to be one of the toughest in... Did you realise what you had signed up for, Alex? We'll be talking to you about that. Oh, well, I thought I spotted something there. Now, as presenter on The One Show, today's guest is more used to interviewing those who undertake death-defying challenges rather than actually attempting one herself. That's all about to change. Explaining exactly why she thought scaling one of North America's tallest rock faces was a good idea. It's Alex Jones.
Well, hello, ladies.
Good.
Why?
Let's see your muscles.
Oh, Janet, honestly, they're not growing.
They're looking good. Good, very good.
I'm
How
eating
on earth
spinach
did they-
like Popeye.
How on earth did they persuade you to do that?
Well, they asked and they just said, you know, we've got this idea for somebody to do a climb, and I just thought, well, it's something a bit different, and I've never climbed before, apart from a ladder or some stairs. And I thought, you know, because Davina's challenge, I mean, you've already mentioned it. Can you believe she actually managed to come to the end of it? You know,
was a staggering effort,
Oh, the
wasn't it?
swimming and the cycling and the running and so much endurance, and I just don't think I have the stamina for that. So I thought, OK, climbing is scary, and as I've realised, it's actually a lot more physical than I thought.
Here it is. This is the Moonlight Buttress Sandstone Rock. It's in the Zion National Park in Utah. It's 1,200 feet tall. I mean, so how are you going to... It looks sheer to me. You know, how are you going to make your way up there?
Though, isn't it? It's vertical.
I don't know.
There's no steps to go up it or anything.
Right. What is your practice surface?
So my practice is a climbing centre indoors, and you know you get those sort of colourful.
There you are. There you go. Now that looks nice.
Oh, there
That's
she is.
Saturday
Oh,
afternoon.
that's
nice.
And
Yeah.
you know they say, oh, there we are. Keep to the red or keep to the pink, and it's actually fine. Even though the first time I went, I was petrified, but it was really high. But it's controlled environment. And then we did the first outdoor climb on Sunday in Pembrokeshire in Wales, and it was torrential. Well, I couldn't move from the bottom. I was just like this.
Oh, no.
Like Spider-Man gone wrong.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then what do you do for you? Because it's going to take a couple of days. How do you sleep?
Yeah. Well, Mylene, this is the thing. So last night on the One Show, they...
You're going to talk yourself out of this.
I know.
I tell you.
But they brought a porto ledge, and basically it's a ledge that you can attach to a vertical rock face.
So who does that for you?
Well, I don't know yet. I don't know details.
OK.
And basically you sleep on it, and the second night I'll be sleeping at the same level as the top of the Shard.
Right.
So last night I abseiled, obviously, onto this portal ledge, and they sort of thought I might have abseiled during the training, but I hadn't. So they just said, OK, just swing your legs over. So I went, OK, over the side of the BBC and started going down. I was petrified. And I landed on this portal ledge, and it wasn't actually solid. It was flimsy, which I didn't expect.
So it moulds to you, to your
It,
shape.
yes.
Well, it's got to bend in the wind, hasn't it? I mean, as the wind comes, you've got to kind of...
I mean, lovely view.
Lovely view.
Lovely view.
You won't be sleeping.
I mean,
I did a rock climbing course once, like on the wall, like you did, because I was going to film something that involved a bit of climbing, and I looked at that wall, and I think I didn't know fear the first time I did it, and I went straight up it. I could never do it again. It's almost like you get to realise what you've let yourself
Well, that's it.
into.
And it's really sort of physical, you know, every bit of your body hurts. And, yeah, I mean, to get up there, I mean, it's going to take 3 days. Well, I don't know.
And it's your birthday, the first day of the climb.
Well, there's bad planning. That was Cherie,
Well,
wasn't it?
I mean, how
You
are
won't be
going to have...
carrying a cake up, will you?
Yeah, you've got to have a cake and candles and a glass of champagne. You've got to balance it on that level.
but you've got a portal edge. It's fine.
Portaloo you need as well, don't you?
Oh, well, we haven't discussed
Well,
that.
don't even go there.
Oh, really?
I mean, there's talk of something called a shiwi.
Oh, yeah. But you've still got to throw it somewhere. Unless you're storing it.
No, the shiwi is like a funnel.
Yeah, but where,
funnel.
are you putting it inside?
So as long
the
as you
rock?
just say to everyone, stand back, gardez-le. That's what you have to do.
Well, until yesterday, I hadn't really seen it. I'd just seen pictures of this moonlight buttress, and so I can't really picture it. I just know I have to be fit. But that's the thing, Cherie, that was worrying me, because I just thought, how do you go to the loo with 3 men with you?
Oh, yes, because they've got things to point.
But, you know, it's they've got a built-in shiwi.
Yes, a built-in shiwi.
Does 1 go ahead of you and 2 go behind to catch you
Well,
if there's a mishap?
Well, what they said yesterday was, we'll all be in front of you because we'll be dropping ropes. So,
Yeah.
well, A, they can see you, and B, there's nobody there to look after your sort of safety. So all the rope tie-in and everything. I mean, I have been listening during the sessions, but I thought, oh, somebody will be there with me to help me. But then they went, no, we won't.
Do you have a climbing buddy or something?
I have a buddy. He's called Andy. He's a bit like Alan Carr. Oh. Yeah, he's like the Alan Carr of the climbing.
Well, that's who
world.
you'd want with you when you were climbing.
Somebody to make you laugh.
He's
Yeah.
well,
You know, I don't know. She doesn't want to laugh. She's got to get her fingers in a tiny ledge.
But he's a stand-up comedian as well, and even though he's really experienced and he's a brilliant climber apparently, but he's been sort of AWOL for a little bit in the Antarctic, long story. But he's back now anyway, and we're going to do it. And
What day do you set out?
we fly out a week on Friday, and then I start on my birthday on the 18th.
You know what? It'll be really emotional, though, I think. You know, on that beautiful piece of rock looking
you ever
Oh, yeah,
down.
you're
pushed
thinking
yourself
more,
physically
very
at that level?
emotional.
Very emotional.
No, never, Kay.
No.
I mean, I do, you know, I say I sort of do a little bit of exercise, you know, I'll do maybe a mile here and there, running, you know, or something.
Yeah.
You know, token.
Did they assess your fitness at the start?
Well, they did, and this was it. And Greg, who's in charge of the fitness, said, well, you know, the bad news is you're 16% below what you should be. And I thought I was kind of OK. You know, I ate quite healthily, did a bit, walked a bit, cycled. And it's quite frightening, actually, when somebody says, you're below what you should be. So,
I mean, it is for sport relief, and you know, so this money that you raise, what are you hoping to raise, by the way?
we don't know. We haven't set a target,
Right, okay,
but I've had my first $5, so we're...
You'll be all right. We'll have a whip, but I'm sure it'll be substantial. And Davina, I mean, she raised a phenomenal amount, didn't she?
Oh, gosh.
But, you know, how television tends to think, oh, that'll be fine, it'll be fine, it'll be fine. But not to underestimate what you're going to do. And I'm not trying to put the frighteners on you because I totally respect you for doing it. But does there come a point that you think, well, wait a minute, actually, this is an incredibly difficult challenge. You know, basically too difficult, you know, and there would be no shame in that at all.
Because, well, Mum and Dad came with me to see me do this first climb on Sunday, and Mum said, you know, Al, I think it's brilliant what you're doing, but please don't be scared to say, actually, guys, I can't go any further. But because I think there is a bit of pressure. Everybody's done so well. Davina was amazing. David Walliams, you know, John Bishop, Eddie Izzard, they've all done these amazing things for Sport Relief and raised so much money. And obviously, I don't want to be the first to think I can't get there.
But you have to think of safety.
But I'm going to try my best.
But you know what, Alex? These guys that are with you must know that you can do it. They must really believe you can do it. And they're all behind you.
Yeah.
So I don't...
No, they're in front of her, actually. Jerry, on a technical point...
to build her up.
They're in front of her and she's hanging down below, trying not to use her shiwi.
Oh, listen,
in case she's filmed.
it is an amazing effort, it really is. Listen, unfortunately, we've run out of time. Look, and I was going to say to you, Alex, you've been presenting the One Show for 3 years. Is it not time for you to come to ITV?
Oh, no,
Watch that space. Let's give her a warm, very, very best of luck, Alex. And listen, at the end of it, you will clench better than Janet Street Porter. So, I mean, you know, that's something to put on your CV.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is it for today. Tomorrow, Ruth, Lisa, Jane and Nadia will be talking competitive kick. So have a lovely afternoon. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.